guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're gonna work on this weight 155 that won't go. What's the story with this jet ski? Let me tell you, this jet ski has some stories. Well, it used to be mine. Well, let's start from the beginning. It was a client of mine, really good client, and a whole bunch of stuff happened to the jet ski at once, and he just got tired and say, "You want to buy this thing?" And I say, "Sure." I bought it, I fixed it, I sold it, and the guy who sold it to use it one time, and they sold it to this owner now, and this guy, I think, used it one time, and then he called me and say, "I pressed the gas and it won't go." I have a feeling it had to do with Jetpump. I asked him a little bit what happened, and he said, "I was sitting on the shoreline and I was trying to go and it wouldn't go." And I say, "Was the belly of your jet ski on the sand?" And he say, "Yes." And he started shooting rocks and stuff, and some blue stuff came out of the back. Ha! That sounds like the wearing. And he says some aluminum came out. I told him, maybe you shouldn't be on a jet ski. Anyway, I talked to him for like 20 minutes, explaining him how a jet ski work and they're allergic to sand. And he didn't know. But he bought a jet ski. All right. Well, anyway, he's here. Now he knows because I grabbed him by the neck and I told him what to do now from now on. Let's take it apart. Have a feeling the only thing wrong with this, because I checked that it overheated. The sensor on the exhaust is good, so no overheating. I did check. I know better. I took off the exhaust hose that goes into the plastic resonator, looked in there, and it's fine. It's not melted, nothing. So I have a feeling our issue is gonna be here on the back. We're gonna take this out and we're gonna see what a disaster they did to this jet pump. I'm really curious. Why don't you guys comment on down below and tell me, what do you think about this situation? If you see it happening, would you say something? Or you just laugh and keep walking? What would you do if you see someone like this doing that on the shoreline, destroying their jet ski? What would you do? Comment down below and let me know, because I'm really curious. All right, let's take this apart and see what we got. All right, first thing you do is put your bucket all the way down. You take out this nut, you hold it right here with an Allen wrench. Take these two guys out. Now, something very important, a lot of people make a mistake, is that over time, when you put this back, do not over tighten this bolt, because you will break this plastic piece. And a lot of people, they make that mistake. Supposed to be just snug. Do not tighten it. We're gonna take this out. We're gonna take the two bolts in here and the bolt over here. I think there's one bolt, two bolts here, one over here, something like that. I'll let you guys know. I'm over here working, and look who shows up. Hey, Brian. How you doing?
How you doing?
You sneaking up on us over here?
Yeah, I'm checking out what you're making sure you're fucking working. Making sure you're working and not making video.
So it's nice seeing Brian. We'll mess with him a little later. All right. If you have 2010 all the way to 2015, you're gonna have these bolts. You're gonna have it here. You're gonna have this little sleeve here, and in these two is you're gonna have it on this one, which is there's one on this side and one on this side that hold all this stuff together. You have to put grease. Very, very important. Oh, they get stuck in there. Oh my God! You're gonna curse everybody because they do get stuck in there. Like this one here, I was lucky that it came out, but look, it's stuck on the bolt. See? And this one came out because it has grease. Now, remember, this ski used to be mine. So I put grease in all this stuff. This came out just fine, but now this one is gonna come out just perfect. And then what you do is you use one of these guys and you go in there. You go in there like this. I gotta put you guys down because I only got 2 hands and one hand is holding the camera. I'll see you in a little bit. Maybe it's a longer little bit. It looks like it's stuck. I will get it with this and I will win this battle. One way or the other, I will win. I'll see you in a little bit. Well, a longer little bit.
A little later, then a few minutes longer, then a few minutes later, then a little later, then a few minutes later.
Well, after the little bit that it was longer than a bit that is longer than a little bit. How is it, Brian? A bit that is longer than a little bit, but bigger than a little bit.
I've never heard this.
He's never heard that saying. He say, "Oh, I guess I just made it up," and the phone goes up. Huh. Must be one of you guys. Let's see who it is. All right, and now what we do is we took out this thing just like this. Of course, this guy's stuck in there. But that's okay. I'll get it out, put some grease on it, and we'll put it back in. Now we have to take this guy off, which is this one here, which of course is stuck. And we gotta get that one out and these 2 guys here. And once we take this out, then we can take the pump out. And I hear some familiar voices there. Let's go snoop around. Hello, Mr. Fastman.
Hey, how you doing?
Mr. Fizzle, always on the phone and serious.
What's a project?
Oh, yeah.
What's a project?
Oh. Over there somewhere. He's always laughing at me because I got 300 million projects. And then, Brian, what do you say about my projects?
Waste of thought.
See what I mean? This is what I need to deal with.
Not being efficient.
I pretend I didn't hear that. Anyway, let's go back to work. All right. I had a feeling that I needed to do a video on this ski because it was just, the story was too great. All right, we start over here and look all the plastic melted. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. That's crazy. And then we come up to the jet pump. Aha! Check this out. Completely destroy the jet pump. Completely destroy the jet pump. I don't even know what this is. That is part of the aluminum of the housing. And what caused it was that foreign piece of aluminum right there. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Isn't that crazy? Well, more fun for me now. I gotta take that off and see. I have to see if the pump is gonna work. He might have destroyed the whole pump. In a few minutes, I'll let you guys know. All right, after being here for a long time, cleaning this thing, got the piece of aluminum out of it. I don't even know where this is from. Cut all this stuff out. Did not use this prop because it's all bent up here and it's bent up in here and in here. Some of these are down, some of these are up. I just don't want to mess with that. I had another used prop that is almost brand new. Even got a sticker where the sticker used to be from factory right there. So I just sold him one of these. As far as the housing was, it was a little scratch in the middle, but it held up the pressure. It was nice and smooth on the, like an inch over here, an inch and a half this way. So I figured it would be good. Once I put the liner in, it went in tight, like super tight, and that's what you want. If it was loosey, you need a new housing. On this time, he was lucky and we saved pretty much everything, just except for the prop, and this is what he had left as a wearing. Oh yeah, look at this. Hello. All right, this is done. Going to put everything back on, put it back on the ski, and see what else we find. Ha! All right, guys. It's done. It's done. It still looks good. It got little dents here and there, but it still looks good. I got this here as a souvenir for this guy. I did put a Riva seal instead of the OEM. The OEM is just so flimsy. The reason why is because the pump shoe was a little messed up. I want them to have power. I want them to have those 155 horsepower as soon as they go. These skis are fun, but imagine if we know that the pump shoe is a little messed up. He knows. I told him, I say, look, it's not worth. The way I told him is, yes, the pump shoe is a little bit up. It still seals, but it's a little bit up. Nothing that is unsafe, totally safe. But for me to take the pump shoe out, it's gonna take a lot of labor. Probably a whole day of work. And for what? It's not really a safety issue. It's not gonna leak. It just might cavitate a little bit because the original seal, they just terrible. We put a Riva seal on it, aftermarket, performance seal on it, and that seals really, really good. And that's what we did instead of taking the whole thing out. And I believe that's gonna seal perfect, and he's gonna have the bam, as soon as you hit the gas, it's just gonna go. And that's what he's looking for because, come on, you gotta face it. This is a 155, baby. They're not known for their horsepower and speed, but they do are torquey, and they go and just enough. So I feel pretty good. Giving the ski with that issue. Other than that, everything is back on. Ski still looks fine. I checked the inside, everything is good. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to go in Calas Performance for all your performance parts. Go in there, check it out, and whatever you need, we can get for you. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I see you guys on the next episode. Fearless. On the side, I was sitting on the. I put a Riva pump. Well, actually, I think I already showed that, but just in case I didn't, I don't remember. All right, that's a wrap.